Well, the rodeo is always a fun spot for families to visit, but what about the men and women who are competing inside that gate?
Yeah, well, you never know what their backstory might be. One young rider is from right here in central Illinois. Now, I got to meet her and her horses, of course, to talk about what she does. Check it out. On any given day, you're most likely to find Leah Warner here.
Here, good girl.
Or here. You see, Warner is involved in a unique sport.
So all my horses are barrel horses. I rodeoed on her in high school, but other than that, it's barrel racing and stuff like that, but we have fun.
For the past several years, she's traveled all around the country, competing against other riders who all want to be the best.
I went down to Oklahoma at the beginning of summer. Didn't have much luck down there, but we had fun. And then I left for Georgia. I had really good luck down there. She won me some money in both rounds. And we were 2 places off from the world title, so I was kind of upset about that.
It's not something you necessarily think of someone doing when they live in central Illinois, but Warner says she loves it.
For about 4 years, and I've been riding since I was really, really little. And then I got into barrel racing and got her, and it kind of took off from there. Grew up showing cattle, and my family is like, grew up with cattle, and so nobody in my family has rode horses, had horses, done anything. And my Nana signed me up for lessons when I was a little kid, and I fell in love with it, and just, I'm still here.
It's about technique and speed, but it's also about where your head's at.
It's a huge mental game, so if I'm upset or frustrated, they know that, and so they feed off of that. And if I'm in a bad mood, they're in a bad mood. And if I'm not mentally ready, they're not either. And so I have to be on my A game, like, especially competing at a higher level like Georgia. It's stressful, and the first year I went down there, it was nerve-wracking. But this summer, it was just like another barrel race, kind of. It was still a little nerve-wracking, but I have horses I can count on, so it makes it a little easier.
And she says a little-known fact, there's a lot going on behind the scenes of any rodeo event.
I think a lot of people think that you can just jump on your horse and go to a barrel race, or any show for that matter, and that's not what it is. Like, people don't see behind the scenes and the work it takes during the week, and keeping them in shape, and keeping them happy and healthy, and keeping them physically and mentally sound. And it takes a toll on them just like it takes a toll on us. And nobody realizes that. Like, they just realize, oh, it's a horse, they're fine. But it's a lot of work, but we do it. I mean, we love it.
She says she has a lot of good memories from barrel racing, and some tough ones too, but nothing's stopping her from getting back on the horse, literally.
And when you get that and you get your name announced in the big arena, like...
In round number 2, Leah Warner now clear to run. Angel smiles.
You're like, oh my gosh, I'm really here. Like, I did it. So that's one of my favorites, but the hard part is you realize how much hard work it is, and it's rewarding, but then it's like I still have to work even after I was successful doing this.
Yeah, so Leah is still working every day. She actually was in a competition this past weekend in Danville. She says she tries to get to as many local competitions as she can. And then in the winter, her and her horses get a much-needed break.
Oh, my goodness. So fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And fun fact, I went to school with her mom. I know, right?
Oh, my
Small
gosh.
world.
That is a small world. Look at that.
I am sad, though, that you didn't try the barrel.